welcome back to the Rules Guru. Today we're going to go with a viewer's request around obstruction within the field of play. An obstruction is any active movement to prevent playing of the ball. This includes a stick obstruction, a body obstruction, or obstruction of a third man. Now this has a lot involved in it, so we're actually going to break it down into two segments. Today we're going to discuss a stick obstruction, and if you really want to know more about the body obstructions, stay tuned for next week. So with the FIH rulebook, what does it state around stick obstruction? Okay, Kez. Well, Rule 9.12 states, players must not obstruct an opponent who is attempting to play the ball. Players obstruct if they physically interfere with the stick or shield the ball from a legitimate tackle with their stick. So the most obvious stick obstruction is where the player with the ball is interfered by another person coming in and taking their stick. In this instance, I have the ball and Kez misses the ball and takes my stick, preventing me to continue on. So let's take this one step further and clarify. So in this instance, I had control of the ball. But if I was to pass that ball forward or that ball was to move out of my area of control and Kez hit my stick, it would be play on because there is no infringement because I did not have control of the ball. So at the moment I have control of the ball. If I was to pass off and Kez has hit my stick, it's play on. So we've just looked at this through a face-to-face contact. Now we're going to look at it through a coming in from a side angle. So let's imagine Tara has the ball and is dribbling down the field. With a defender coming in and they can make a legitimate tackle taking the ball, this is deemed appropriate as the ball was taken before the stick. As a defender coming in, I cannot interfere with the stick in any way, preventing the attacker from playing a ball. This is demonstrated through either underneath, in front of, or also physically grabbing the stick. So let's look at this from another angle. Assuming that I have possession of the ball, an opponent can come in and make a tackle as long as they don't interfere with my stick. This can be done in a number of ways. So as the opponent coming in, I can come over the top and take the ball. I can also sweep under the stick and take the ball. Or lastly, I could get my body around and make a legitimate tackle from this angle. Coming in from this angle, the defender needs to ensure that they don't make a breach on the stick in any way, shape or form. Examples of the breaches would include tapping the back of the stick, coming over the top of the stick, or playing the stick with your hand. So what we've discussed here is when the player in possession of the ball is infringed upon by the opponent. What we haven't discussed, however, is when the player in possession of the ball creates the infringement. Yes, Tara, you're right. The player with the ball has a responsibility to not shield the ball from a legitimate tackle with their stick or any part of their body, as according to the rules book. When a player is coming in from this angle, you cannot obstruct the ball in any way with your stick, with your hand, or by shielding the ball. So in a face-to-face tackle, this is what this would look like. If the tackler is coming in from this side, the player with the ball can obstruct by hitting their stick away. Another way a person with the possession of the ball can obstruct an opponent is by shielding the ball when they're coming in for a legitimate tackle. From this angle, the person in possession of the ball can also infringe by hitting back on an opponent, taking their stick up, or hitting their stick away. Well, we've certainly looked at a lot of different ways of the stick obstruction happening on the field. In summary, both players have a responsibility not to interfere with each other's stick. So as a person in possession of the ball, it's really important for the opponent to not interfere with the stick in any way when they're coming in to make a tackle. However, if they can come in and make a legitimate tackle and take the ball, maybe touching the stick afterwards, that's okay. Or if I lose control of the ball and you then connect with my stick, it's actually play on because I haven't got control. Yes, but as you have possession of the ball, it is also your responsibility to not instigate contact with my stick, shield the ball, or prevent me from making a legitimate tackle. So to you, if you are the umpire, it's really important to focus closely on the tackle. Watch the ball, watch the sticks. Also, don't react if there is a noise and think that it's automatically the opponent's fault. As we've shown you today, it can also be the person in possession of the ball who is at fault. That's all from the Rules Guru this week. See you next time.